Longton is our New York Nelly.
She's picking up Ava at school and is going to try to hop on from her phone.
Nice. Well, we are live, ladies.
Good morning.
Hi, everybody. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We have our Utah Beauty and our Georgia Peach on the line, and we also our New York Nelly, Miss Debbie Stella. Not Debbie. God, Debbie's a Jersey girl, I think, isn't she?
She's Pennsylvania.
Right?
Yeah. Is that the cutest picture of her with her daughter
Oh my gosh.
Adorable. It just shows the connection and the love, and her mama right underneath her daughter's head. It was so sweet.
So sweet.
Yeah. And I tell you, some I don't know if y'all saw that post Touchstone put out yesterday about me, and I'm just so humbled about it. I'm like, I put it out there today on my story and my Instagram thing, and I'm like, it's this team that we have. I mean, and the people like you two ladies, and then Debbie Stella, you can't get around her and be sad. You can't.
No.
She is just, and there's so many people like that here. You know what I mean? That just are so inspiring, so encouraging, so and when I was thinking about this Wednesday, and we do Wealth Wednesday, the people on this team pour into each other wealth and knowledge and just inspiration and encouragement. And I don't know who all's listening, whether you're listening to the live or whether you're listening to the replay, but let me tell you, if you're not happy with your life, if you're not satisfied, with where you are, what you've accomplished in life, if you're in a dead-end job as you've been for 10, 15, 20 years, and you're paying homage to the man, it's time to step up, and make a change in your life and just say, I'm going to go for it, because you got nothing to lose. I mean, look at Miss Georgia Peach there. She packed, just as twice you've done that. You're just such a inspiration. She, I don't know how many years ago, packed up her kids and went from Wisconsin to Southern California with her kids, young kids.
Gosh, that gives me goosebumps. That was really a scary time.
Yeah. But think about it. It's kind of the end of your next season. It's also a tough time to move.
Sometimes you just have to change the channel. Tom and I are still saying that we think we're just visiting somebody here, except that the moving van did show up yesterday. And so now we're seeing some of our things in the house, but we still can't believe we did this. And we have no regrets. You wake up every morning and you look at the lake and you see deer playing in the backyard and it's peaceful and we have no regret.
Yeah.
But it is like, you're not waking up in your room. You're not, your routine is completely
really different.
Yep. And your visual, what's so interesting that you say that, the visual piece. When I went to Montana this summer, and Mark, I had never been to Ennis, Montana, but somehow I had all those memories of that landscape.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's so interesting how what you look at on a daily basis, or what you feel comfortable with, or what you feel drawn to is, and you were drawn to the water and to the trees, because you got a little bit of Milwaukee, or Wisconsin, and you got a little bit of California, and that you got the quiet.
Yeah. What's interesting? You use the word comfort. And when you said that, I say we have no regrets, and we don't, but it's a comfort zone you live in and you're used to, and a pattern you get into, and all the things around you, that it is a little bit scary. Even though it's exciting to try something new. But I said to Tom this morning, we're outside at 6:30. It's a little brisk. I have my little jacket on, which, I got to dig my jackets out. And we're looking at the water. We're drinking our coffee. There's birds chirping and squirrels rustling around. And there's not helicopters flying over and airplanes flying over and things that you just lived in because it's where you live. But that stuff just gets to you because you think, oh, where's that helicopter going? And is there an accident? And the hustle and the bustle. So it is different.
Yep.
And it's a change. But now I just have this. We've talked about this before on our calls, how you play certain music and it reminds you of things and it motivates you. And for me, it just can completely change my day, the right piece of music. And we have in this whole house the kind of music system in every room. You can control your music. Now we just have to figure out how to set it up, because I said to Tom, we're missing the music. I mean, he played the piano this morning, which was lovely to have the piano up and going in the house, but to have your music piping, that just
I love it.
changed your day.
Your house would be so much fun to play hide and go seek in.
Oh, my grandsons are already counting up. There's a secret closet I'm not supposed to tell anybody about, and it's truly a safe room.
Yes.
And the movers were here yesterday, and I kind of had to show them because there's things we needed to put in the safe room.
Right.
And my grandsons cannot wait to get out here because this is the hide and seek house. I'm not going to be able to find them for hours.
I was
You know,
gonna
it's so
say,
funny. We used to play that as adults at my mom's house, and my husband got called. What did he get? He got the Hidology trophy.
Mark would be in heaven over here, man.
There were adults on the top of the refrigerator. It was so funny. And then a little bit of peach schnapps. So
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll hook you up. Come on out. Come
so
get-
when you play hide and seek in a house like that, you need to pack a lunch.
Well,
I need the intercom and say, "I'm in this room. Come find me."
I said we need to have walkie talkies because
Yeah.
I could be looking. Yeah.
And you know, the talking about the walkie-talkies and that sort of thing. What is that game where they play where they lock you in this house and you have to find the clues to get out?
Oh, I haven't seen that. Is it on TV?
You can go to at Myrtle Beach. They have one, and they
Oh,
have this house,
wow.
and you go in and you pay to get there, and you're like in there. Now they give you an hour. Some of them you get 2 hours, and you've got an hour to get out to win, or 2 hours to get out. And the 2-hour room is harder. And they come in and they give you one clue, and then you got to find the other clues. You know.
Yeah, man. Okay, that would give me a little too much anxiety. For some people, that might be fun. For me, I'd be like, "Get me out of here."
Well, it's not. I mean, it's not like they're going to leave you in there forever. George Howard said it's the escape room, and that's kind of a cool thing.
Yeah.
And, we got Shelly saying good morning from Florida. Good morning. Good morning. This is Allison Schaefer saying good morning.
Okay, Allie.
Michelle from Nevada. George Howard escape room. This is somebody else said escape room. That was Allison Schaefer.
Yep.
So here's what I want to focus on is this. And talking about Wealth Wednesday, okay? And some of you may go, hey, Lisa, and if you haven't seen Lisa's home on her Facebook page, or if you haven't friend her and go look at that. Because here's where I want to carry people for a second, okay? I want to carry people back to the day that you decided it's time for a change. You're in Wisconsin. They knocked on your door and said, "We're foreclosing on your home. And to add to that, we're going to repossess your car." And you found out that this life that you thought you were living was not what it is. And, there's people that live in a life that they're not happy with, and they know it. But now you've got now think about that day. All right, kids, here we go. How old were your kids?
It was July of 2003. So my boys would have been 12 and Lindsay would have been, she was kind of out of it. She wasn't even living at home anymore. But gosh, as you say that, just footnote to everybody, I know you're all thinking, because forever I was embarrassed to tell the story. How the hell did she not know that this was going on? Her house wasn't being foreclosed. I've been married for 20 years. I trusted. I was in a relationship. I trusted finances were being handled. And so it really empowered me to put my big girl panties on and make sure that I knew what was going on, because that one caught me, that caught me bad.
Well, you want to own your own space anyway inside a relationship, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it moved you to another level of like what you are with Tom, right? You bring so much to the table, Lisa.
It profoundly changed me.
So her situation came out of, had this going on, and she had no control over it, didn't know what's going on. Coronavirus, real estate crashes, depression, what we may, some of the people are predicting right now that we're coming out of this. California just announced yesterday they're going in full lockdown again.
Yep.
You got out just in time.
Yep.
And so sometimes it's things that you can control, but a lot of times it's things you can't. So let me ask you this, Lisa. For those people out there that say, you know what, I deserve more. I want more out of my life. when you were packing up your two 12-year-old kids and saying we're heading to California, you were talking about you were wondering if you had enough money to get there. And now look at where you are today and the house you just moved into. And that's why I said, go look at that house. And it can be overwhelming for some people. I don't know that I'd want to. I mean, you definitely got to hire probably two maids, one for, I don't know, maybe three. I don't know. But anyway.
One for every level.
Would you have ever imagined on that day that you'd be right there? That's 17 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never. And where you sit now, if you're in a position of, I can't even think 17 years, don't do that. It was just one day at a time. But I was the perfect example of being afraid to face my fears, being afraid of, I don't want to say my own shadow, because I was pretty independent, but not at all confident or feeling like I could do this. I did have a feeling inside of me that I should be doing something more than I was doing, but I didn't know what it was, and I was kind of stuck. So just
well, you know what,
you
Lisa, plenty of people are independent, but there's a big difference between just being independent and actually packing up your children and moving across the country to a place that you don't know by yourself without knowing if you have enough money to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot more than independent. That is courageous.
The word that comes to mind for me is courage.
Yeah, courageous for sure.
Courage. And if you're not where you want to be in life, my dad used to say, "Suck it up, Buttercup," because life's going to kick you in the teeth and knock you down, and nobody's going to give you anything. You got to go out there and make it happen. And you were like, and sometimes it comes out of desperation. Sometimes it comes out of being sick and tired of being sick and tired. Sometimes you get tired of being in that rut, whatever that rut is.
Yep.
I was talking to
getting out of comfort zone is harder.
I was talking to a friend.
I mean, when you're pushed off the cliff, and I've been pushed off the cliff too. A couple, it's probably like 15 years ago. Yeah. But at that moment, I had to make some really big changes.
Yeah.
But when you settle in and you make your world smaller, you got to push those doors open and live. Just go for it. No matter, even if you're comfortable. Like Lisa, don't you think that that's true too? Like you can come from both different places.
Yeah, for sure. Because now I live in comfortable, like it's beautiful. And you would think, okay, well, here we go. It's time to coast. But yesterday when those movers were here, that the head guy, just a go-getter, man, he's an impressive guy. 5 kids, works very hard, says to me, what do you do? Obviously they saw what Tom does. They're unpacking the studio. They're doing all this. He sets my desk up for me. And I said, when I'm working, I want to be looking at the lake. So I want my desk to be right here. And he goes, what do you do? And I told him, we're setting up an appointment to talk.
That's it.
So
boom.
So with that being said, Lisa, I'm going to call you out. Call me out, Alan Newell. He said, I'm comfortable. I've known you for years. I have yet to see you comfortable. And I don't mean comfortable with your home and your life and the beautiful surroundings, but I mean business-wise. Lisa has these goals that are here. And she's like recruiting the moving guy. She's the guy at the grocery store. She's like, I'm looking for the next Denise Longton, the next Janet Clinton.
For sure. Yeah. And thanks for calling me out on that. What I meant was for those watching, they'd think, well, look how comfortable she is.
Right.
She's got her home and she's moved here. Point I was making is, no, you're right.
Maybe when that house is paid for, which is not far away from that, but maybe when everything's paid for and you're living off the interest of your own money,
maybe
that's what financial freedom is.
You know what's so interesting though, isn't there a place for this community to kind of stay, even if you have a small portion of activity, you're still going to feel like you fit.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like you can be this person that, I love that we can move the needle and then get there and then move the needle and then get there and then move the needle. But we get the grace to do that at every place. And I think this community is, it's amazing. I mean, we had so much fun at the beginning of the call. And then yet we have this drive. We have
You
a
know-
drive that says
Yep.
we can do better, we can do more, we can play bigger. Yeah. So
Yep.
fun.
Thank you. Because if you're that new person and you're now, you just reached manager or you just reached regional manager, let me tell you something. And these ladies will tell you that's what this business is built on. Those are the ones that
Just when you sign up, it's like, oh, it's just me.
Yeah.
That's my team.
but we, just so you know, but we,
Yes.
your upline are like, woo, and all right, let's go work with, whoever that might. Let's go work with Pat. Let's go work with Michelle. Let's talk to Shelly. I was just talking to Denise 2 days ago, and I said, Shelly, I love Shelly. She goes, oh, yeah, I talk to her all the time. I'm like, awesome. I can't wait to get her, on stage and sharing her story. And so, we live for the people who are just starting out. We really can't wait to hear your story.
Cheer them on.
And it doesn't always have to be that story. So it's 11:16. Denise is looking at her clock. And so let me say this, okay? Tonight's training, if you haven't heard Michelle Eldridge, you want to make sure that not only you, but you plug your team in to the training call tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern on the group page. We'll be on the group page. We'll be on Facebook, on the YouTube channel as well. And she's going to do a great training, and we're giving away some big prizes.
Yeah, huge.
Huge.
Prizes.
So
Really
listen, you gotta be, I'm sorry, you gotta be live to win. That's just the way it is. Okay. So now, right now, we have 9 people listening live. Okay. And at 12 o'clock each Wednesday, we do a leaders call. And so some of you on here are already part of the leaders call. But if you're not, we've got a very special guest, and it's not Michelle Eldridge, coming on to our leaders call at 12 o'clock, which is in 42 minutes. And if you would like to get a special invitation to that leaders call, send me a personal message.
Oh, wow.
And I will send you a personal invite. Okay.
Wow.
Now,
We got 2 minutes to work on that.
Wow.
for you beauty queens,
Can we pitch that?
for you beauty queens, it's on Zoom, not StreamYard, and we want to see your pretty face. So if you got 42 minutes to get to whatever it is you do, with men, it's like shirt on, I'm good. I'm not naked.
Listen, I just drove through the kindergarten pickup line, and I was reminded about
Moms.
how happy I am that I'm past that.
No doubt. No doubt.
Apparently, I'm not really past this.
Yeah, we do a rebounder.
Yeah. So listen, so the moral of the story today with Wealth Wednesday is there's never been a better time to be in the business we're in. There's never been a better company. Lisa, all these ladies here have been involved in other network marketing companies before. Many of you who are listening in have, and we can tell you there's just not, you're going to hear more about that on the leaders call today, but there's just never been, I've worked with lots of companies, and there's never been a better company than we're with. And this is my sister. Hey, Deb, hang on one second. Okay. All right. And so there's never been, our brand, our company, our leadership, we're just, it's amazing the progress that we're making. It's amazing success we're having. So plug in 12 o'clock if you want to. Send me a personal message on Messenger, and I'll get you a special invitation to my 12 o'clock leaders call. I love you, ladies. And then tonight, don't forget, training call 9 o'clock. Huge prizes I'm giving away. You don't want to miss one. I'm just telling you.
No.
All right, girls.
Good job.
Thanks,
Have a
Alan.
great day, guys.
Take
Bye,
care.
everybody.
Yeah.
All right. I never know how to turn this thing off. So we got to go down here.